இந்த ஸ்டோரி ரொம்ப ரிலேட்டபிள் எனக்கு. அண்ட் பிகாஸ் இது என் லைஃபோடு ரொம்ப சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஒரு ஸ்டோரி. என் அம்மாவும் எப்ரோடில் தான் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ
first of all, to everybody here, Aibovan and Kohomade.
அனுபவம் வந்து அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இங்கிலீஷ் சொன்னேன், இப்போ திருப்பி தமிழில் சொல்லணுமா? அதே அனுபவம் தான்.
சுமதி ஸ்டுடியோஸின் புதிய திரைப்படமான ரிசானா ஒரு கூண்டு பறவையின் அங்குரார்ப்பண நிகழ்வு நேற்றைய தினம் கொழும்பு சினமன் கிராண்ட் ஹோட்டலில் நடைபெற்றது. குறித்த நிகழ்வில் கலந்து கொண்ட திரைப்படத்தின் தயாரிப்பாளர் ஜகத் சுமதிபால, இயக்குநர் சந்திரன் ரட்னம் மற்றும் திரைப்படத்தில் பிரதான கதாபாத்திரங்கள் ஏற்று நடிக்கும் ஆஸ்கார் விருது வென்ற பிரித்தானிய நடிகர் ஜெரமி அயர்னஸ், புகழ்பெற்ற தென்னிந்திய நடிகை வரலட்சுமி சரத்குமார் மற்றும் இலங்கையின் புதுமுக நடிகை விதூஷிகா ரெட்டி, திரைக்கதை ஆசிரியர் ஜேம்ஸ் ரட்னம் மற்றும் திரைப்பட குழுவினர் ஊடகங்களுக்கு கருத்து தெரிவித்தனர்.
Hello everybody, I'm Vidushika Reddy. I'm SriLankan from Hatton. I have been fortunate to be chosen to play the role of Rizana in Mr. Chandran Ratnam's movie on Rizana's life story. When I auditioned for this role, I'm not hopeful at all, but for my luck, Mr. Chandran Ratnam and Mrs. Chandran Ratnam both decided I was the right role for the role, and honestly I thank to them for everything, for this best opportunity, and plan to do my utmost best for this movie, and for the confidence and trust they placed in me. And we have already shot the difficult scenes, and I really enjoyed it all, and I hope that the director Mr. Chandran Ratnam and the producer Mr. Jagat Sumatipala are happy with my performance, and same time the cast and the crew have been so helpful in the set, looked after me. And thanks to everyone, and same time and thank to my mom and dad. Thanks for your support, your love, for everything, ma. I love you and thank you.
அனுபவம் வந்து அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இங்கிலீஷ் சொன்னேன், இப்போ திருப்பி தமிழில் சொல்லணுமா? அதே அனுபவம் தான். மக்களாக ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்காங்க பார்க்கும்போது, எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருந்துச்சு. நான் வந்த உடனே அவ்வளோ பேர் வந்து ரெக்கக்னைஸ் பண்ணி இதை நீங்கள் இந்த உங்களோட ஃபேன் சொல்லி ரொம்ப நிறைய பேர் பேசுகிறாங்க. அந்த பீப்புள் ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் ரொம்ப வார்ம். அண்ட் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் கண்ட்ரியாக வந்து இது மோஸ்ட் அழகான ஒரு கண்ட்ரி தான். எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் க்ரீனரி. இட்ஸ் உண்மையிலே ரொம்ப நல்ல ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸாக இருந்துச்சு.
இந்திய சினிமா கலைஞர்களோட இலங்கை சினிமா கலைஞர்களோட நடிக்கிறது எப்படி இருந்தது?
ரொம்ப நல்லாவே இருந்துச்சு. கொஞ்சம் ஃபஸ்ட்டு நம்ம கொஞ்சம் ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் மேக்கிங் இல்லையா? ஸோ அது கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு இனிஷியலாக ஒரு நர்வஸாக இருந்துச்சு. பட் அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி மேடையில் எல்லா சினிமாவும் எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே இஸ் த சேம், அண்ட் சினிமா மேக்கிங் இஸ் த சேம். ஸோ தேர் ஆல் ஆக்டர்ஸ் அட் எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே. ஸோ இட் இஸ் வெரி நைஸ். So my character is Rani Chelvam, and actually நான் ஸ்டேஜில் பண்ணுறது தான் வந்து அங்கே பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கேன். I play a very important role of the human activist translator with Rizana and Julian Miles. So she's also an activist, and she's the only link that Rizana has to the outside world. So it's a very important role, and I'm really happy to be playing it. Thank you. She's very nervous.
hello everybody. This is my new experience. When I auditioned for this role, I'm not hopeful at all. But for my luck, Mr. and Mrs. Chandran Ratnam both decided I was the right girl for the role. No. And it's ரொம்ப difficult. This is very difficult. This is my turning point in my life.
Can I just ask you something? Chandran mentioned that yesterday you all shot the execution scene. What was that like for you?
ரியலா எனக்கே நடந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது.
It felt like it was happening to me in real.
அண்ட் இந்த ஸ்டோரி ரொம்ப ரிலேட்டபிள் எனக்கு. அண்ட் பிகாஸ் இது என் லைஃபோட ரொம்ப சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஒரு ஸ்டோரி. என் அம்மாவும் எப்ரோடில் தான் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ
I can relate to the story because it's happened to me in my life as well, and which is why I feel a lot more towards the character.
I think we're learning a lot more about this movie than we ever thought we would. And
That's the maximum Sri Lanka I could learn in a quick span. So Rani Chelvam is very close to, I think, what I do back home. Just for the reason being that I advocate for a lot of women who don't have a voice, right? And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, because they don't know how to voice what's happening to them. And even if it does happen to them, there's no one else to voice their stories. So then that's where the power of media or the power of cinema comes into play. Rani Chelvam in this particular film, I think, bridges the gap between Julian Miles and Rizana to understand each other better. And I feel that Rani Chelvam has created the only bond that you can create in prison with Rizana. And she closely understands her, gets to know her, gives her support, and just shows a bit of kindness in a world where you think you can't get any, And I think that's where Rani Chelvam comes in. And personally, because like you said, I've already an activist and I voice out a lot of opinions for women who can't. It just kind of, there was something that was pulling me towards the character, and then it just worked. And I just feel that, like they all said earlier, that some stories have to be told. Not many stories get a chance, but the ones that we can tell, then we tell.
That is a great question. Thank you. There were challenges. We had the time crunch, as my dad, who happens to be my favorite director, and I know he's a lot of people's favorite directors, one of my favorites. We had a time crunch to write the script, but we had talked about it for a few years. And this is where I first learned about Rizana's plight and what happened to her. And on and off, I did a little research. And the biggest challenge was the research, to find the true story. Because with the internet and everything you read, there's conflicts in the story and the facts. And to really get the facts, because there was a responsibility there. A lot of times with movies, once the movie is released, people will turn to the movie for the facts. So we really needed to have the story correct as far as those things. Because like everyone has mentioned, it's a story that needs to be told. It's an important story. We talk about in the movie many times how Rizana is not invisible. And we hope that after this film is released, she is truly not invisible and can represent the plight of the hundreds of thousands of other women. And a lot of times, when we're shooting and we're dealing with the production and all the challenges, we always remember there's an underlying thing there of why we're doing it and who we are representing. Because Rizana can certainly get lost. And her family can get lost as time goes by if no one addresses what has happened. And then she's hopefully going to be a representative to get people talking about this. As my dad mentioned, cinema can help what happens in the history in the future. And if we get more people talking about it, hopefully that a domino effect can be created. So we want to get it right. And that's the challenging part.
100%. Jeremy, you play human rights lawyer, Professor Julian Miles, in the movie. What resonated with you?
Am I on? Am I on? I thought it was a beautifully written script of an extraordinary story, and a story which I had some memories of 20 years ago, of reading in the news, but a story which continues to this day with women, but also, I have to say, with men who go abroad into different societies, to work, to send money home to their families, and who are badly treated and treated without the proper human rights that we should all have. And in the 20 years since Rosanna's story, things have not changed that much. And it's a problem all across the world. So I thought this is a story that we should make. Often you can't make things much better filming. Sometimes you can. Maybe this story will bring to light this international situation and warn people from poorer backgrounds the dangers that could lie ahead, and give support to those who are in that situation of working, sending money home, and having no rights. Give them a voice. So reading the script, which is beautifully written, I have to say, James, it's a great story, but it's also very well told. I thought I'd love to be a small part of that. I also wanted to come to Sri Lanka. I'd never been. I'd been to India a bit, but never to Sri Lanka. And so many people told me, oh, it's the most wonderful island, the most wonderful country. The people are so friendly and kind, and you'll have a wonderful time. And so that encouraged me to come here. I wasn't able to say yes immediately because I had another film I was supposed to be doing, but eventually that could wait, and I was able to come here and meet Chandra, meet this amazing crew we have. People all so willing and cooperative to make the best film we can in this glorious surroundings. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for asking me. And I hope we don't let you down.
Not at all, not at all.
Have we lived up to your expectations? Has Sri Lanka lived up to your expectations?
It certainly has. It certainly has. I was this time yesterday watching orphan elephants getting their breakfast, and just somebody who adores elephants and has always wanted to have one, let alone be one, because they have a great memory, which as an actor, as you get older, your memory gets worse. But elephants seem to have a good memory, so I almost prefer to be an elephant. But watching them yesterday was quite glorious. And then driving up here from the south to Colombo and seeing your extraordinary country, the beauty of it, and the way that it works. So yeah, it's really, there's no disappointment for me being here. I hope to come back with my daughter-in-law, who, even more than I, adores elephants. So she may come back to look at the elephants again with me.
Best news ever. James, you heard it from the best. It was a superb script.